the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the New York Jets and the Pittsburgh Steelers. So with that, let's get you up to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Still 0-0 here in quarter one, but an early test to check in on as we've got a third down situation looming.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Jeffrey Simmons with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them...
This offense, they've got a really nice drive going, and now it's 1st and goal.
Move 15. Lights 59. Wildville.
Now Wilson on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson. Going to throw again. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Russell Wilson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good. So good, he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked. A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this third down situation?
Get ready.
Rodgers on third down. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he's going to be taken down at the 39. Clearly. Now the Pro Bowl kicker, Aldrick Rosas. Last year, he hit one from 57. This will be from 56 yards out. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense.
Here we go. Here we go.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
I think they like this drive.
This offense, they've got a really nice drive going, and now it's first and goal. Can they finish it off and punch it in the end zone?
Mike, quick. 380. Good job right there. Good job right there. One left. One left.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. Wilson now to throw on third down. Out to his left. He's got the first down here inside the 30. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine as they...
Time to hop in as this defense will need to make a red zone stop, starting with his 2nd and 4.
14. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check it out, Reed. Hey, let's go. Come on.
On second down, Freeman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. coming up at halftime. We remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets will... So they just got the ball off the interception. Now can this offense take advantage? Great field position, 1st and 10 in the red zone. After the interception, here's Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. So they just got the ball off the interception. Now can this offense take advantage? Great field position, 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Hey. Coming to you, coming to you. Shit, watch the shit.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd and a couple. Wilson under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Credit the sack to the safety, Jesse Bates.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Watch the whip.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Devontae Freeman. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This defense in need of a big stop in a tight game in the fourth quarter. Let's see if they can get that stop they need. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet. This offense has marched the ball down the field nicely. In good position, can they finish the drive off? 1st and 10 in the red zone.
58, come on. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Watch twist.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Able to find his man, John Phillips. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Check 59, Mike is a 14. 59.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Dancing, and it's a touchdown for the Jets. Russell Wilson with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the score. This defense now desperate to protect their 3-point lead. What can they do here? This might be the drive that decides it one way or the other.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Over.
They begin the drive with Williams. And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted. But it winds up falling incomplete. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. He's back to throw. Got the connection here to Bourne. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. He'll look to throw. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Back to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. To throw is Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now a give, right side. It's Burns. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Burns. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is indeed good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final. So we drop you into this situation. The game is tied. Late fourth quarter. This offense starting with the ball on their own side of the field. And they do have all 3 timeouts looking to get into field goal range. Now Wilson. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Not a bad idea to start overtime. Feed the hot hand.
And understand that when you're feeding that hot hand, everyone else is pretty much in agreement on it. You know, a team looks at their game and says, all right, who's playing really well? Let them touch the football, and we'll do our job to help him along.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. Freeman the first down and more. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
First down, Jets. Watch the sequence, guys. 4 down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
17 yards. First down, New York. Check 36 power.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. First throw in overtime now for Wilson. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Jets, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.